What's good, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good? Look, we got Mikkel Bennett and Dominique
Bennett
here today on the Friends with Benefits podcast.
Today, we're going to talk about what?
What we're actually going to talk about today is two banks that helped me to establish, or I should say, help us to establish business credit. Okay.
Yep.
So, I mean, business credit is a very, very hot topic going on right now. Everybody want it. Everybody teaching how to get it.
Everybody needs it.
Right. But why is it so sexy? Like, let's talk about first, why is it so sexy? And also, tell a little bit about our journey with business credit.
Okay.
So why is it so sexy?
Business credit. I just think there's a lot of perks when it comes to business credit.
Okay.
That you don't get with personal credit. One of those main things being that you can get a business credit card and you can run up the card, meaning spend money on it, and it's not going to affect your personal credit. So like, for example, personal credit, you get a credit card, it's $5,000. If you max that card out, your score will tank.
Yes.
My favorite word. It'll tank. Okay. Now, if you have a business credit card and you run the card up, max it out, it's not going to affect your personal credit. The only time that business credit affects your personal credit is if it's you personally guarantee it and if you screw up. So, late fees.
Try to run off with the bag.
Yeah.
Try to run off on a plug.
Right. And like not paying it back.
You can't do that. Can't get away with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like, I think that's the main thing. And I mean, the fact that you can get larger bags, larger,
right.
Availability on those cards, larger balances that you can attain by having a business.
Right.
It's huge. Like there's a lot of perks when it comes to business credit versus personal.
I'm even going to take it on a deeper level. So why is this so sexy is because I believe a lot of people at this current state right now, they're ready to step into their greatness. They're ready to step into their next level of life. They're ready to step into that.
They better be, or they should stop
business
listening.
credit is one of the best ways and one of the best stepping stools, ladders to help you to get to that next level in life. It truly is, because if you have a business, okay, you have a business, you've been using some of your personal credit, but now you're like, oh, I'm ready to scale. I'm ready to really invest into my business. And a lot of people are really, so when the pandemic hit, I feel like a lot of people started looking at side hustles and started looking at side
plan
gigs.
Bs.
Yes, plan Bs, right? And a lot of those plan Bs turned into plan A.
Absolutely.
Right? A lot of people won. A lot of people actually won by betting on themselves and taking that time during the pandemic to educate themselves. I was one of those people. I was one of those people who took the pandemic to educate myself on credit. Right? So a lot of people who started their side hustle, maybe they were forced to, maybe they just had time to do it, but
maybe they just saw it was an opportunity to do it too.
Right. So whatever the reason was, they did it and they started to win. And now they're ready to scale.
The other thing too, a lot of those people that did start their business, I can pretty much guarantee that they were using their stimulus to invest into that.
Right.
And that stimulus, like that's a great investment for your funds. But like, what if you didn't have to use your stimulus?
Right.
Like, what if there's another way? And there is.
Right. Business credit.
You just have to make sure your credit is in check.
Right.
First.
And so we didn't do that, the method of business credit that people talk about where, you get the net 30s and net 60s, all net 40, what do you mean? All of that stuff. We didn't take that route.
No.
We did the route of fixing our personal credit because if you fix your personal credit, you can get some large credit lines on your personal side so that when you personally guarantee PG it, now they're going to see, okay, on his personal side, he had $20,000 over here. He had $20,000 over here. So let me give him 30 to 40 over here.
Yeah, because once a bank gives you money and they see that you can properly manage the money and pay them back, then they're like, all right, let's give them a little bit more and see if they can handle that.
Right.
Like that's how it works with banks. They'll give you a little to make sure that you can, fulfill your end of the bargain, and then they'll give you more.
Right. This is how it works.
Yeah. So when it comes to, business credit and going to these two banks. So who are the two banks?
The two banks that that helped us to establish business credit. The first one, our first baby, Key Bank. Key Bank located in the greater Pennsylvania area.
Hold on. Side note. So I have this is complete side note. I have a photo booth business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And tonight I went to an event.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who I saw there?
The bank.
Remember? Yes. You remember? Yeah. Remember? Do you remember Jan?
Yes.
Yeah. So she was at this event and she comes up to me. She's like, "How's your business doing?" I was like,
"It's booming."
Yeah. I was like, couldn't be better. I was like, it's so good. Right. I was like, I actually have a couple more now. I got to come back in. She's like, "Let me tell you something." She's like, "They have more small business products." She's like, "You need to come in and talk. Ask for Jen. Jen." And I was like, okay.
Jen, so like Key Bank, y'all.
Like how crazy, like to see like the banker at a party it was a 50th birthday party for someone, and she was there, and it was just funny. So like they want to lend, like that's like the biggest thing. Like banks want to lend, because they want that interest. Like they want the fees, and the people that work at the bank, most of the time they have to refer people. Like they have a goal that they have to meet. So they want you to come in, they want you to get approved. So it's not shady if you go in there and you're like, "Hey, I'm here because I want to get a credit card. I want to get a line of credit, and I have 3 different businesses." Like that's not shady. No. That's just like, "Hey, I'm here. I want to do business. Let's do it. Let's make it happen."
Right.
So anyway, so the first bank, Key Bank. So what's the process we went through?
So, well, we had to go into the branch. Now, if you want to open up a personal account with Key Bank, you can do that on online. But for business, we had to go into the branch.
But yeah, so I work at a bank. So what I did was I called the bank first and said, "Hey, I know you guys close in an hour or so. I want to come."
Is it sketchy to call the bank? Because I know a lot of people out there be scared to call the bank.
You can call the bank. Call and ask questions. People call and ask questions all the time.
Continue.
So I called the bank and I was like, "Hey, I know you guys close in like an hour or two. I really wanted to come in today and open up a business account because this is my day to do it." He was like, no problem. He's like, "Here's my email address. Email me all the docs because I got customers here right now." He's like, "Email me all the documentation that you have, your pictures of your driver's license, and I'll work on it. Like I'll get it open for you."
Could you you educate the folks on some of the documents that they need?
Yeah. So the 3 main documents you'll need an EIN award letter, which is your tax ID number for your business. It's like your business's social security number. Okay. You're going to need your operating agreement. Now, if you are a sole member LLC, sometimes banks don't require that you have an operating agreement. Okay. Because why would you have an operating agreement with yourself? So an operating agreement is meant for 2 or more people that are involved within the business, and it just lets it's a document that shows the roles that everybody plays and the agreement really of the business. So you have that document, and then they also want your certificate of organization. That's what they call it on ours, but some people call it like formation docs. It's basically you registering your business with the state, and it needs to be the filed document. And when I say filed, that means like you go online, you register your business, and you have to wait like 7 to 21 days now because of COVID. So after you wait that time, you're going to get a document back that's stamped in the top right corner that says filed date, like the date that it was filed. That just means the date that it was filed with the state. The state is now recognizing your business as a legit business. So you need to make sure you have that document too. Then they just need your personal info, your driver's license, your social security number, usually something confirming your address that's listed on your driver's license.
Do they need pay stubs?
No.
I'm making sure that they know.
No, you don't need pay stubs.
You're looking at me like I don't have no pay stubs.
I know. I'm looking at you because I'm like, what? I don't need pay stubs. No.
Listen, guys. So a lot of y'all know me as the credit bull, right? And basically, just a little bit on our journey. Like, a few years ago, we just both had bad credit. She had a bunch of inquiries, some collections, repos.
I got a lot of credit cards when I was like 18 years old. I remember on my 18th birthday, I applied for a credit card, Capital One, maxed it out because I went shopping. I thought it was free money.
Right.
That's what I thought.
You think everything free.
But then
everything free money.
But then after 5 years, maybe I was like, I don't want to pay them back. I'm not going to pay them back. Like I just was like set on that, and I didn't pay them back. And it's taken me, I'm 32. So it took me till I was like 30 and 31, 30 and a half ish before I realized like, okay, like I need to get this together.
Right. So what we did was, me being a credit bull, what I did was I took some time and our research on how to fix credit, because we both were in a situation where we couldn't think about building credit. Like we couldn't think about leveraging credit. We literally needed to repair. So I took some time to study repairing credit, and I was able to remove all of the negative items that we both had. Being able to do that, I was able to fix her credit up first. She was able to do some things. We're not going to go crazy into it because I don't
was able to do some things.
Right. She was able to do some things. And then, a few months later, me come straggling along, I was able to fix up all of my collections and all of that stuff. Right. So she started running the place first as far as applying for credit. And then we were learning exactly, like we got denied before. We've gotten denied, but
but a denial doesn't mean forever. It just means right now.
Right. And you got to read that. You got to read why. Every time you get denied for something, it's going to tell you why.
Right.
So when we got started, we fixed up our credit. We tried to start applying for things, and we got denied because we didn't have any relationships with banks.
Right.
We and just that's really to go important. To the bank and just rob them or whatever they got.
And I don't think we've talked about yet how to build a relationship with a bank.
That's going to be in another call.
Okay.
That's going to be in another episode, but
yeah, back to the bank. So we called TD, or TD, KeyBank. I always get confused. So we called KeyBank, went in, and the account was basically open. We just had to sign, and then we told him, we want to get a business, we want to get a business credit card, and we'd also like to apply for a business line of credit.
Right.
The only downside to all of that is it's paperwork. It's not filling out an application on the computer, but
that's it.
That's literally all it was. We walked out of there with a $2,500 credit card to our business.
Our very first business credit card.
And we got a business line of credit. And the business line of credit, like the differences between a line of credit and a credit card, a line of credit's like cash. So we're able to transfer that money at any time into our business bank account. So if we need to cover something in our account or whatever, even I've used it to pay the credit card before too, like advance off the line of credit to pay the credit card before, just because I'm like, oh, it's convenient, it's there, So we were able to walk out with that, and then with a credit card, obviously you have to pay it back.
And their credit card has reward points.
Yeah, and I think it's 18 months of no interest. I'm pretty sure of like 0% interest, so that's pretty cool.
They start at 6. They start at 6 and they end at 18 at KeyBank.
Okay.
So yeah,
I don't remember what. But that's bank number 1.
Yes.
So definitely go there.
So with a brand new business, like our business wasn't even like a year and a half old. It was a baby.
Yeah.
And we were able to get $3,500 from them on our very first business credit
I want to
card.
say it was a year old. I think it was about a year old, and we were able to do that. So, and there's other people that have gone and done the same thing.
Right.
So we're not alone.
Right. Now that we're more educated, we were able to take some of that money, invest into mentorships and different things to grow our business. Right. Now we know about age corporations. Right. So we don't have to start with the baby business anymore. We could go in there with the business that's 5 years plus old and get 4 times the amount of funding.
And people are probably like, what? We can get an aged corp. Yeah,
yes.
We have aged corps.
Yes.
So if you want to buy an aged corp, because maybe you're like, okay, like, you can buy an aged corp from us. Right. You can change the name, everything. Like it can be yours. Okay. Right. It's not cheap, but it's an amazing investment because you're going to be able to go out there and get approved for higher credit limits.
Right.
So it's a no-brainer investment. Then the second bank that we went to was where?
Our baby.
Our favorite.
Baby. Navy Federal Credit Union.
Everyone loves them. I honestly haven't heard any bad things about them.
They got the best customer service. Navy Fed, y'all got the best customer service. I'm going to let y'all know that from the credit bull.
And I'm letting you know that from a banker, that you guys have amazing customer service. So to get into Navy Fed, you typically have to have a family member that was served in some sort of branch within, the Army, Marines, Navy, whatever it may be, Air Force. And that's how you can get in with them. So my grandfather was in the Navy, so I was able to call them and say, hey, my grandfather was in the Navy, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what war or anything. I was like, but I really want to open an account with you guys. No problem. Like, they let me open it. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a lot harder. I thought it was going to be like, I need to
should somebody pay somebody to get in the Navy Fed for they pay?
No.
Okay.
Because we're in, like, we can refer people if we want to. I referred you, that was before we were married. But yeah, like Navy Fed is very easy to get into. If you know somebody that served, you can ask them if they can refer you.
Look, y'all,
like things like that.
Look.
Or you don't even have to.
You don't need to know nobody. Listen to me. Just pick up the phone, call up. I did this with some of my closest friends because they needed to get in and get established. I'm not giving you my PIN because when you get in there, what you do is on you. But literally, all you need to do is call and just say, hey, look, my grandfather was in the military.
Right.
He passed. I don't have none of his documents. And they'll let you right in. No problem. Okay.
So once you get in, what's the next step?
So I believe the next step would be to begin building your relationship with them. Our biggest mistake when we first, this is one of the one of the banks that denied us when we first applied because we literally got in that same night we applied for a credit card.
Yeah, don't do that.
Right, but we had good credit.
We didn't know. Yeah, and we didn't know. So banks like you to build relationships with them, and one of the easiest ways to begin to build a relationship is to open bank accounts with them. And if you work a job and you have some sort of direct deposit, you can split some of that and put. So just tell them what the
50-50 method is.
Putting 50 to, okay, so you open a checking account, a personal checking, a personal savings, depositing $50 into each of them. If you have direct deposit, like I said, you can get a little bit of money going into there just so they can see that you're using it.
And how long should they let that marinate?
What is it, like 90 days, something like that? 60 to 90 days. Yeah,
I'll say 30. Look, 30 to 90 days. 30 to 90
days.
That's
a pretty big gap. I would say. How long did Key wait?
30 days.
Okay.
31 days.
I would say 30 days then. I would
say 31 days.
A solid 30 days of you having the personal account.
If you do all the things that you were speaking about, though, checking, savings, because the savings, they say 90% of people don't open a savings account when they don't open up a bank.
That's 100% accurate.
Better than, 90% of the people.
Right.
Now, I believe the direct deposit is a bonus. Lot of skin in the game.
Yeah, because that's what banks want to see when they want to lend. Like if you want to get money from them, they want to see that you have a relationship with them. You have skin in the game, like he said.
What do you call it?
You're committed. We call them sticky products. So sticky products include debit cards, direct deposit, online banking, things that lock you into the account, makes it hard for you to just shut your account down and go to another bank. That's what banks call sticky products. They make you want to stick with them, like you're stuck with them. So the next step would be then to open your business account. And those accounts, you put 100 in savings and 100 in checking. So again, you're opening a savings and a checking account. Okay. That process is it's really not that bad. I actually think it was a lot cleaner than Key Bank, where you go on their website, they'll walk you through the whole thing. Like you can literally call them about anything and they'll show you. They'll walk you through it.
Make sure, because I got a lot of people in my DMs on Instagram and a lot of people messaging me saying they want to know the process of, Navy Federal, because it's not as clear and it's like over here, this is exactly what you do. People don't see that on the website.
Right.
So exactly, real precise so that when somebody asks me, I'm pointing them right to this.
You want me to be precise?
Yeah, the Navy Federal business process.
Okay, so Navy Federal business process. What you want to do is you want to call them and say, hi, I'm interested in opening a business account with you guys. I already have personal. Can you walk me through the steps on what I need to do? They'll literally walk you through the website and say, okay, go to our website. Are you there? Okay. Scroll down to the bottom, blah, 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 and they'll walk you through the whole process. There's a couple papers that you have to send them. One of them is a certificate of good standing, which you can purchase online. Just Google certificate of good standing, and you can get one of those. You also need to fill out a beneficial ownership form. If you don't know how to fill it out, they will help you to fill it out. You can Google it as well.
So don't ask me.
It's a little confusing. Okay. It's just about you have to put down the people that own 20% or more of the business. So like two people, 50-50, you would have to put their information down. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then you have to wait. I think it's either like 24 or 48 hours or like 2 to 3 days or something. Then you can call them, get in touch with their business department and get on the phone with someone, and they will walk you through the process of opening the account. It takes about an hour. I did it on my way home from work one day. I just got on the phone and opened the account, and that was pretty much it. And then what? 30 days later? Did we wait 30 days to apply?
To apply for
personal credit card.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did 30, like I guess it's like 31 days or something like that.
Something like that, right? Then we apply for the personal credit card.
So, okay. So
you didn't understand what I was asking.
Yeah, what was the question? Go ahead, ask me a question.
I said, how long did we wait until after we opened our business account to apply for personal credit? I want to say it was like a month.
I don't know because
I don't remember. I have to go back and look.
When you so when we first went in the Navy Fed, like we got denied when we set up our personal accounts.
Right.
So then we went and we set up our business account, but I'm not sure how long after that.
I want to say it was like 30 days, maybe. Anyway, 30 days
within 4 months time, like all together, everything.
And like 30 days goes really fast. So we I applied for a personal credit card, right? Got approved for a large bag. And then
right.
because I have direct deposit, you get like you get a discount of some kind, either on your rate.
Yeah. I seen that on the website.
It's either you get a discount on your rate or you get more reward points. Like it's something crazy. Like either one of those are great. So, but yeah, if you have direct deposit, there's perks. So like the more stuck you are with a bank, the more loyal they're going to be to you. Like the more loyal you are to them, the more loyal they'll be to you, and they'll give you perks, they'll give you rewards and things like that.
Okay.
So that's Navy Fed, and like that's what we did to get into Navy Fed. And then here we are how many months later after that, and we applied for a business credit card. I want to say it was like 4 months. We didn't have to wait that long. We just did because we were trying to establish other things at the time. But we applied
inquiries, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, craziness, because that's what happens when you apply for credit. So
how fast do I remove inquiries though?
Like a couple days.
All right, cool.
So even if your personal credit, right? Like let's say your personal credit's really good, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to go and apply for these different things. You get denied for a few, blah, blah. You're going to end up having a lot of inquiries on your report. And a lot of them might not be tied to open accounts. So you need to get them removed. So even if your credit is good, it doesn't mean that you don't need to learn how to repair your credit.
Exactly.
Like that's what people don't get. Like just because you have good credit, it doesn't mean you don't. Sorry, I'm like banging around. It doesn't mean that you don't need to learn this skill. Like if you're going to go into business for yourself and you want to like know what you're doing, you need to know how to fix your credit.
Right. So check this out. So the beauty of business credit. Let's say that you that's the other thing. You only want to establish business credit. Like you have good personal credit. You got a couple different credit cards. You got a Chase card. You got a credit union. Business. Yeah, Amex joint. You got a credit union in your area. You got a card with them, right? So look, let's say you go to Navy Federal. You say skip opening a personal account. I'm going straight to the business. Now what happens is if you get approved for that business credit card, you can remove the inquiry, and it won't matter. You can remove the inquiry. So now it looked like you didn't even get the credit card at all because the account is only going to be appearing on your business credit, not on your personal.
And that would be, I think, the proper way to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If your personal credit is already intact and everything, you don't need to go and do that. But the reason why we did it was because we know that Navy Federal will give out the bag on the personal side, and we need that bag.
Yeah, and now like the biggest thing when it comes to learning something is look at other people's mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes.
Our mistakes. That's why y'all friends with benefits.
But the mistakes we're making are good mistakes because then we can teach better.
Fail fast.
Fail fast.
It's not even
fail hard.
Learn fast. Fail. Everybody say it's not I didn't fail, I learned. Okay, well then fail fast so you can learn fast, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, so that's the two banks.
Well, and what I want to tell y'all though with KeyBank, it's a soft pull on your Experian credit report. So you're not even going to get a hard inquiry. You're not even going to get a hard inquiry, soft pull, right? So you go with as many businesses as you want.
KeyBank.
Yes.
KeyBank's a soft pull, which like you said,
you have to go into
no inquiry.
You have to go into the bank to apply for their credit card, their business one.
Don't be afraid to go in there.
But business, yes. So, but Navy Federal, it's all virtual. You don't have to go there. They do have some beautiful facilities. I was in there, man. I loved it. I thought I was in a damn museum.
I actually used to work at the one that we went in.
Oh,
so that was fun.
No. I'm talking about Navy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
KeyBank ain't all that. KeyBank ain't all that.
I haven't been inside of the Navy Fed, so I can't even attest to that.
It's a really nice bank. And Navy Federal Business, they pull from. No.
Experian?
yes.
Sorry.
On a personal, they pull from
personal.
Sorry,
I got confused.
I'm not gonna let her steer y'all wrong. Look, she applied for everything. Look, I'm telling you, like when it comes to the applications,
he just says do it, and I say okay.
When it comes to the applications and all that, like I know where they at. I don't know what.
Yeah, but like there was that time where I applied for,
Right.
I applied for a credit card, entered my social security number in wrong. Like who does that?
Right, but
me.
Because we looked at why you got denied or we got denied, we were able to go back and fix that problem. They literally let us reapply. Before. 10 bands on the business side. So what? Navy Federal gave us
9,
and KeyBank gave us a total of
35.
So that's a total of $12.50.
$12.5.
So our first little run with establishing business credit, the first 2 banks we give y'all gonna get you about $12.50 with a baby business, guys. You can do this with a baby business. You don't even need an age corp,
and that doesn't even include the personal.
Right. So KeyBank soft pull on Equifax, Navy
not
hard pull.
I'm sorry.
It is. Sorry. And Navy hard pull on Experian for your business. And if you do want the personal, then it's gonna be a hard pull on TransUnion. So, and once you got it on the personal, you can't really remove it. So you're in there for life.
Right.
Maybe you could get the business one and then go back for the personal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I almost think that would be a better route to go.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're establishing a relationship. So another thing that we did to establish our relationship with Navy was so if you make money like a side hustle, that's why it's super important to make a side hustle, have a business running,
like a digital product, merchant, or like a Shopify store where you sell merchandise or ebooks,
Amazon,
anything
that you are making money in a merchant account like PayPal or Stripe. We personally use Stripe, so all of our sales and everything goes into Stripe, and then it goes right into our Navy Federal business account.
So they were able to see transactions,
that we were really a real business, right? Yep. So if you're running a real business, which you should be, get to your money, man. Look, get to your money, get to your bag, figure out what type of value you can put into the world and help people. And literally, we were teaching our son this earlier. I was like, Bragg, so how do you make more money? He said, solve more problems faster. That's how you make more money.
He's the best.
Solving more problems faster. So go out there and start solving problems and make money and have it going into your business bank. Everybody need a business bank account. Everybody need cash flow going into it too, because there's certain banks out there that are called fintech banks, which we'll touch on, that will give you the bag and they won't even look at your personal credit.
Yeah. That's like a newer thing. Fintech
is.
Banks are new. Like it's like a new thing that's going on.
They just want to see your finances. They want to see your finances.
Yeah, they're more like, we'll look at your bank account.
Yes.
Which is okay.
So those were 2 banks that helped us to establish business credit. And you guys can go ahead and start, establishing your relationship with them and get to your bag as well.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for the Friends with Benefits podcast, where we talk about anything and everything to do with credit, marketing, branding,
and what other platforms can they find us on?
Instagram.
Okay, you can find us on Instagram. Okay.
We're not on Facebook yet like that, but you can look for us personally too. I'm at Dominique Garris Bennett. Mikhail's at Mikhail Bennett. Or no, it's not. It's at he had
the _credit bull. Y'all know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Y'all know where I'm at. You could just type in Mikhail Bennett on Google me. You'll find me. You'll find me, and you'll be able to get in contact with me somehow.
Yeah, and very, very, very soon, I'm almost done. We're gonna be on Apple Podcasts, the app, so you'll be able to listen to us on your way to work or
and
wherever.
As far as people who want to come on, spit some game.
Yeah, so if you want to come on, look at the link.
Spit your game, tuck your
look at the link that's in the bio.
Spit your game.
You can click on that. There's an application in there.
I'm gonna go crazy with this headset mic, y'all. I'm telling y'all now.
And we'll be able to help you out.
Right. Okay, cool. So actually, before we go, I want to read a review from my Instagram, actually, real quick. Let me see.
Is that the guy from this morning?
Or this this morning. I'm not really sure. So yeah, guys, if you let us know what type of content you guys are interested in learning too. Like, I want to know what y'all want to know, and then if you tell me, I'll be able to make more content about that. Okay.
Yeah, comment below if there's something specific that you'd like us to touch on, or if we talked about something tonight that you have a question about or want us to elaborate, we can do that.
So I had somebody in my DM say, hey, I'm up 37 points now. This was on Wednesday. So I texted, he was in the others folder, so I didn't see right away. So I messaged him back, said, how? He said, I don't know how. All I did was submit the inquiry disputes like you showed in the course. And 8 days later, 12 inquiries were removed. 5 days after that, I see they removed 4 negative accounts by themselves.
Wow.
I said, that's awesome, bro. Glad you applied the information. You lit now. Start positioning yourself for funding. Let me see if it it's not going to show. Oh, the camera all the way up there. My fault, y'all. I'm bugging.
It's not going to work.
But it's facts, man. It's facts. And I'm super excited that people have been tapping into the information, whether they're paying or they're getting it for free, and they're going out here and they're changing their lives, guys. When I jumped up off the couch from and started doing credit, like I jumped up off the porch and started focusing on credit.
The porch or the couch?
Both. both facts. Okay. And when I jumped up, my life has changed and it's been crazy ever since.
Our life.
Yes, our family's lives have changed.
Braxton's life has even changed too.
It's just ridiculous.
That's crazy.
I applaud everybody that's going ahead and starting their journey, educating people on their journey. I'm here for it. We here for it.
Same.
All right. So Mikkel Bennett, Dominique Bennett
signing out. Thanks for watching or listening, whatever you're doing. Have a great day.
See y'all.
Bye.